What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, the physical infrastructure package, known as the American Jobs Plan, and the next stimulus package, known as the American Families Plan, as well as what is going on today. I've seen a lot of comments from you guys over the last 24 hours thanking me for getting you basically an extra stimulus money. $50 off your internet bill every single month. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to be able to bring you all these different stimulus type of programs. To start the show for this episode, let me go over that program in case you didn't apply yet, and several other programs where you can literally get thousands of dollars. These come from the second stimulus check package and the third stimulus check package, and there's going to be more of them coming out. I've seen your comments saying I would have had no idea about these stimulus programs that literally put money in your pocket if it weren't for this show. It's been my pleasure to be able to bring that to you guys for a long time now, many months. We're almost at 350,000 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Help us reach our new goal of 350,000 subscribers. We also just passed 100 million views, which is absolutely astonishing. And I'm just going to continue to bring you guys the good news, how to apply for these different programs. Remember, I think everybody kind of gets caught up in the stimulus check itself, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, but there is a lot of other programs with stimulus money that's available for different groups of people and all sorts of different programs. And we're going to go over several of them today, and then I'll give you an update on what the White House said regarding the next stimulus package. So this will be a good one. Make sure to watch to the end. I'll try to cram in as much of these programs as possible because honestly, there's a lot. Also, don't forget to hit the like button for us. It really helps out our channel. And here we go. Okay, first up, this is one that our viewers literally took advantage of. It went live yesterday. I'll assume that the program's still open, but you need to apply, and you need to apply quick. This can give you $50 off your internet bill per month going forward until the fund runs out. That could be, I don't know how many months it could be, but it could be, if it's 6 months, you're talking about $300. If it's 12 months, you're talking about $600. In addition to this, you can get a $100 check for to buy a new tablet or a new computer and maybe a phone. I can't remember if phones are included or not. So to apply for this program, this is from the second stimulus check package. So this is literally money that's available to you to pay for your internet bill. Up to $50 a month on your internet bill and $75 a month if your household's on a tribal land, or $100 a month for a laptop, tablet, or desktop computer. So yeah, only one monthly service discount and one device is allowed per household. To do this, go to this website. It's getemergencybroadband.org. Again, getemergencybroadband.org. Maybe write that down on a piece of paper, and after this video, go to that website and apply right away. It literally could mean money in your pocket. And I literally probably seen hundreds of your guys' comments yesterday saying you applied for this and you got it. So apparently it's a quick approval process. And I've seen some people saying, yeah, they weren't sure if they were going to get it, and all of a sudden, boom, they got an email saying they were approved. In fact, let me know if you got approved on this. Comment down below, and if you're not a believer in these stimulus programs, well, first of all, I literally show it to you on the screen, so there's nothing to not believe. You might not qualify or something like that, but we're going to go over a bunch of different stimulus programs just like this that can put money in your pocket. And if nobody's going to be approved for all of them, nobody's going to qualify for all of them. Some of them are for families, some of them are for low income, some of them are for children, some of them, I mean, there's all sorts of different programs, right? I think that's why people like the stimulus check the most, because it covers the most amount of people. I think it's like 85% of Americans. But a lot of these other programs actually put more money in your pocket sometimes. So that's why we talk about when there's 15 different items, they're talking about putting in the next stimulus package. Yeah, some of them, like the child tax credit, are more money than the stimulus check, okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay, next up is funeral assistance, FEMA funeral assistance. Again, you can Google this after you're done, or literally the phone number is right here for you. The phone number is 844-684-6333. So If you've had a family member pass away and you had to pay for their funeral, you can get up to $9,000 reimbursed. My condolences if you had a loss of a friend or family. If you had a friend, feel free to share this video with them. Anybody you know that passed away from COVID, they have to have passed from COVID within like the last year or so. And you'll have to show your receipts and a certificate of death, but you can get up to $9,000 reimbursed. I've seen many, many comments, I don't know, probably over 100 of people who applied for this and actually just got approved. So this is, I've seen a couple comments just yesterday saying, thank you, I just got approved. And this is literally thousands and thousands of dollars. You can get up to $9,000. So feel free to share this video with anybody you know that had a friend or a family member pass from COVID. The government will reimburse you for it. Here's the phone number right here, 844-684-6333. Also, I want to say a lot of these programs are first come, first serve until the money runs out. Okay. Then there's a lot of these programs like the California tax credit, the California stimulus check, that the California governor is expanding now, that are, you may have to apply or do something. So in the case of the California stimulus check, it's $600. The first round was for up to people making $30,000. And you have to file a tax return, okay? If you don't file a tax return, you can still get it. You just need to file a tax return, okay? That's what California says. That's kind of how they're getting your information. Okay, and then they'll send you a check or they'll direct deposit you a check. Now California is saying, hey, we're getting all this additional stimulus money. There's a $350 billion going to states and cities. California is, they actually had a dramatic turnaround. They went from, and I'm guessing, I don't remember the exact numbers, but they went from something like a negative $50 billion deficit to a plus $75 billion deficit in 1 year. And they're getting money from the third stimulus check package, the $350 billion that's dispersed to states. California has the most population, so they're getting the most amount of money. So they kind of realized, hey, we're getting this additional money, so we can expand our stimulus check program. It's $600. Now we'll go up to any families or single people that make up to $75,000. California governor says this will be up to about 2/3 of all California people. So over 25 million people are going to get that check alone. We're going to see a lot of other states doing this because all states are getting money. And there's a new provision in there that says the states have to use more money this time around on programs like this. We just seen North Carolina announce that they're reopening their $335 child stimulus check program. Again, all these states are going to have different qualifications. This is for families with children. If you have a child in North Carolina, you can get $335. Just Google it. Just Google North Carolina $335 stimulus check, and it'll probably be the first result. And you can go to their website and apply. They're reopening this. So if you already got that one, this is for people who haven't got it yet. And they're also doing another $1,000 to $3,000 program for, I believe it's school children. That's a proposal. We also just seen Ohio announce they're going to be giving away $5 million, $1 million to 5 different people, along with I think it was 5 full-time scholarships in a randomized draw, like a lottery system for people who have gotten their vaccine. We're also seeing several other states do vaccine giveaways or vaccine even kind of stimulus programs. We've seen some states such as West Virginia will actually pay young people to $100 to get vaccinated, as well as Maryland, Republican governor offering $100 to state employees, and I believe that they have expanded that now to get the vaccine. We're seeing more and more states kind of offer these type of incentives to get the vaccine. Nice little $100 in your pocket. By the way, some companies such as Amazon are also offering a $100 vaccine bonus to entice tens of thousands of workers to get the vaccine. So if you got the vaccine, keep your eyes and ears out for these type of programs, because if you already got the vaccine, it literally just could mean money in your pocket. Okay, next up, you can get up to $20,000 paid for by the federal government from the third stimulus check package for free COBRA health insurance So if you lost your job, the federal government will actually pay 1 year of free COBRA health insurance for you. This is from the third stimulus check package. As you can see here, under the March law, the government will pay COBRA premiums for laid off employees and family members from April 1st through September 30th. However, you're not eligible if you have Medicare, if you left your job voluntarily, or if you qualify for a new one. Employer provided health insurance before that date. The stimulus law requires employers to send former workers who qualify for COBRA a notice of eligibility. But if you haven't got that, you can call your former employer to make sure you can sign up for the free coverage. In addition, some states may have their own version of reduced health care, such as California. Next up is $1,800 maximum per person stimulus check recovery credit. And all this really is, and honestly, this applies to quite a lot of people. I still see comments every day about this. If you haven't got stimulus check number 1 or number 2, you can claim this from doing a tax return, a 2020 tax return. You can't claim the third stimulus check yet on a 2020 tax return because that's for the year 2021. But if you haven't gotten stimulus check number 1 or number 2, you need to file a tax return and claim it on line 30. Now, remember, if you or if anybody you're thinking of was claimed as a dependent, even if you're an adult dependent on somebody else's tax returns, you do not get stimulus check 1 and 2. That wasn't a provision in the package. However, the third stimulus check package, which was passed by the Democrats, does include adult dependents and college student adult dependents. However, they get $1,400, but it goes to the person who claims them as a dependent. So, for example, if I claimed my mom as an adult dependent on my tax return, I'm going to get $1,400 for her, but it's going to come to me in my check. $1,400 for her and $1,400 for me, if that makes sense. It's exactly the same thing as if you have a child. The check is going to go to the person who claims them as a dependent. So just make that clear. But if you haven't got check 1 or 2, you're not going to get it unless you file a tax return and claim it on line 30. Hope that helps. I know I've helped a lot of people with that. Don't just hope and wait for stimulus check number 1 or 2 to arrive. Stimulus check 3, they're still going out. They just sent out over 1 million new payments this week. Seems like they're sending out a lot of payments, about 1 million per week right now. But the majority of those are people who filed their 2020 tax return and the IRS realized they owe them money for check 1 or 2 or even 3 because the IRS now has got their tax return and maybe they were missing some information for them. So just keep that in mind. Next up is the $6,600 maximum per family earned income tax credits, or as I call it on this channel, the adult tax credit or adult income tax credit. This is kind of the mirror opposite of the child tax credit, but this is for low income adults, okay? Designed to benefit people with lower income, the earned income tax credit can reduce your taxable income and wages. Under the Taxpayer Certainty and Disaster Tax Relief Act of 2020, say that 5 times fast, part of the December coronavirus relief package, you can use your 2019 or your 2020 amount of earned income to calculate your tax credit for 2020, a potentially important provisions for people who lost their job during the pandemic. Eligibility for this depends on your adjusted gross income, and you can see the amounts here that you would need to be under. This first column here is for single head of household filers, and this would be for married filing jointly head of household filers. So if you make below this and you have earned income, you can actually receive up to $6,600 as a tax credit. And remember, a tax credit is the same thing as kind of money in your pocket. Remember, a stimulus check is actually a tax credit. So if you have more questions on if you might be eligible or not for the adult income tax credit or the earned income tax credit, I have a link for you down below in the description of this video, along with some other helpful videos you might want to watch. If you're on a mobile phone, you might need to click the down arrow next to the title of the video, and that'll open up the description, and you'll see some additional links in there. Okay, next up, the child tax credit. This is the opposite of the adult tax credit. This is for children, but again, it goes to the person who claims them as a dependent. This, as you probably know if you've been watching the show, this is huge, massive news. It's the largest stimulus item yet today. Well, not really, because like the funeral item can be $9,000, or some of these other items can actually be more. But this is a huge program because it literally covers like every child in America as long as you make below the income thresholds your parent does, which is the third stimulus check package income threshold. So 85% of children are going to receive this. It's $250 to $300 per month, $250 for children ages 6 through 17, and $300 per month for children under the age of 6. So $3,600 for children under 6, $3,000 per year for children 6 through 17. When I say per year, I should clarify that. It's for 2021. It's already passed. If you have children and you make below the income requirements and you have a social security number, you're going to get $3,000 per child over 6 and $3,600 per child under the age of 6. Yeah, you're going to get that money. It's already passed, okay? It's a tax credit, but it's an advanced refundable tax credit. When you hear tax credit, just think money in your pocket, okay? Yeah, people get so confused over this. This is a tax credit, but the IRS is going to send it out to you in monthly stimulus checks starting in July, $250 to $300 per month for the second half of the year. And then they're going to send you the rest of the money for the first half of this year, which is $1,500 to $1,800 when you file this year's tax return. So you'll get that next year. Those payments are supposed to start in July. I'll keep you up to date on that program as the IRS is setting it up, and I'll keep you up to date on the developments of that. Also, the Democrats want to expand that in the next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, where it's one of the 15 different stimulus items that is proposed to be in this next package. They want to expand this to 2025 or permanently, which means these monthly stimulus checks for children would continue on at $250 to $300 per month for 4 more years, or possibly indefinitely forever. Okay, next up is $8,000 maximum per family child care credit, child care. To make child care more affordable, the new stimulus law provides a child care tax credit for kids under the age of 13, a total of up to $4,000 for one child, or $8,000 for two children or more. The credit is refundable, again, tax credit refundable, just think money in your pocket, and available to families making less than $125,000 per year. Families making between $125,000 and $400,000 per year may receive a partial credit. So again, the way this works is the child care credit is actually a 50% off kind of discount is the way to think about it. So if you paid, let's just say you paid $10,000 for child care over the course of the year, okay? You can get up to 50% of that, up to $4,000 for a child. So you would get $4,000 as a tax rebate, or basically a check or a refund check for that. Okay, up to $8,000 for two. So if you only spent, say, $2,000 for one child, then you'd get 50% of that. You'd get $1,000 back. Okay, this is kind of similar to the $10,200 unemployment tax break that they added in at the last day for the third stimulus check package, but it was retroactive for 2020. Let me know if you've received that check, if you're waiting on that check. That's supposed to start in May, but honestly, the IRS has been very quiet on if they're going out or not. So your guess is as good as mine. So if you've gotten it from your unemployment tax break, $10,200 of income that will be non-taxable. This means the average person that had unemployment income last year will get an extra $1,000 check back from the IRS. This is from the third stimulus check package. A very nice little stimulus provision they added in there. Let me know if you've gotten that in May, or if you got a direct deposit. It'll help our viewers. Hopefully, I can see some of your comments and see if people are starting to get them, because Iris has been a kind of mum on that item. Next up, a $1,000 per person savers credit. If you made an eligible contribution to an IRA or to a employer-sponsored retirement plan like a 401k, you may be able to claim a savers credit. To do this, you need to be 18 or older, not be claimed as a dependent, and not be a student. The amount you can claim depends on your adjusted gross income and will be a portion of your contributions you made. The maximum credit is $1,000 per person, $2,000 if you're married filing jointly. The IRS has a chart to help you calculate the credit. Just Google one savers credit, IRS savers credit, probably to bring it up on Google. Next up is a $7,500 maximum per person credit for older adults and people with disabilities. Those ages 65 and over, or who are retired on permanent and total disability, who receive taxable disability income for the year and falling under a certain income limit, may be eligible for this tax credit, ranging from $3,750 to $7,500. That's a lot of money. Use the IRS tool to find out if you qualify for the credit for the elderly or people with disabilities. This is the page here. So what you should do is probably just Google, do I qualify for the credit for the elderly or disabled? Just Google this exact sentence. And as I'll do here for you, you'll see here that it will come up as the very first item. So put, do I qualify for the credit for the elderly or disabled? And it kind of comes up here. Actually, either one of these kind of links here on irs.gov will work as you go here. But yeah, you can go on here and see if you qualify. It's literally $3,000 to $7,500 that could be in your pocket if you qualify for this. Again, if you've qualified for any of these programs, please let our viewers know down below in the comments. Let us know how you qualified for it, how long it took. It'll help out a lot of our viewers. Remember, my goal on this channel is to get you guys as much money as you're owed through these different programs, or you might not even know about. There's going to be a lot more programs coming out, especially when that $350 billion goes to states, cities, and counties. We're going to see all sorts of different programs like this. And again, even if you qualify for just one of them, it could mean hundreds or thousands of dollars in your pocket. So I'll keep you up to date with everything. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications to get reminder notifications when we go live with new videos at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Don't miss out on any episodes because you could miss out on something like this. One item that could literally mean thousands of dollars in your pocket or your family's pockets or your friends' pockets or something like that. Feel free to share this video down below, share this channel so that they can join as well and take advantage of this. The more people we can help, the better off, and our voice grows in the community. I've had over 100 million views, so we kind of have a lot of push and sway. I've actually kind of gotten some messages, I'm not going to say from who, but that our voice is being heard from a lot of different people. And when we talk about the need for more stimulus, we're kind of getting some really good feedback that's saying, our voice is being heard. 100 million people have viewed our videos. I know a lot of people view it more than once, obviously, so it's not like 100 million unique people. But basically, millions and millions of people have watched my channel, and we're getting the word out that, like, hey, these programs are working. We need more of these programs. We need to help people in their time of need during this once in a 100-year pandemic. So thanks for being a part of our community. I'll continue to bring you the good news and all these packages, and hopefully we'll continue to push to get more in the near future. You can click this video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video is about Social Security raises that President Biden wants to do. If you haven't watched that yet, that's another really good program on the horizon that could be passed. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.